Taurus, today is the day that you expand beyond your public expectations. Taurus, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. There is always an extended reading so we can go deeper. You can join me for that. There's two ways to join me. One, through the traditional extended video through Vimeo, or you can join the Unbound membership. I now have memberships to the channel that open up lots of perks, lots of new options. And one of them, the Unbound, will enable you to get all of the extended readings at all times, unlimited access, as well as unlimited access to me, because I'm going to go live, and I do lives just for you guys, members only lives, where you can ask me any tarot card questions, get your questions ready, because I got my cards ready for you. Also, a lot of other perks that come with the different levels. I have 3 different levels of memberships. Check them out. You can check them out on my home page right here on YouTube. Be sure that you're using a desktop or a laptop, though. It's a lot easier to register and sign up in that way. Remember to subscribe if you're new here, and just hit that bell so that you know when I upload all your favorite content. Taurus content gets uploaded every single Thursday. And remember, I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation, and Astrology Motivation is there for you daily. I do daily tarot card readings live. I don't pick cards for you, it's just a general reading, but some great conversations go on there. And I also upload my pick-a-cards over there as well. So lots of content for you. Let's do the astrology first, Taurus, and then we'll move into the cards, okay? So the Pisces new moon is a big deal. And it's a big deal, I mean, the new moon always conjuncts the sun, right? It always happens in the same sign that the sun is in. That's what new moons are. It's giving us a new start from a place of solidarity, of knowing now what to ask for and what to welcome in, and knowing what to let go of. And the sun helps us do that. So why is this Pisces new moon so special? Because Pisces also is inhabited right now, and for most of this year, by Jupiter and Neptune. And Jupiter and Neptune are very powerful planets because they're prophetic in that they are the planets of expansion. They are what hasn't been done before. Newness, creativity, optimism, success, joy, fortune, and going outside of traditional boundaries. Like, there are no physics in Neptune, right? Like, Neptune is the place of dreams, and dreams have no boundaries. Dreams have no limitations. So the possible is the impossible finds its way into the possible through dreams, through that Neptunian energy. So this is a new moon where not only you know what you want and you know who you are, or you know who you are destined to be is more appropriate for you guys, and we'll get into that. You know who you're destined to be, and you have a push of this beautiful energy helping you to have the nerve and have the strength to do it. Now, you will definitely have the strength to do it because in your first house is Uranus, and Uranus wants change. Uranus wants enlightenment. It seeks it. It needs it. It craves it. And it's pushing on that Neptunian energy and that Jupiterian energy for you to take the risks. So you are bound by the astrology now to actually go for it. Now, the Pisces energy is happening in what house? Your 11th house, which means your public image, your community, your friend groups, and how you like fit into the humanitarian efforts at large. Basically, you are going to surprise and break out of the constraints that the public image or the expectation you've kind of taught the public to expect of you, right? You are now having the strength and courage to go beyond that, to exceed, accelerate, to be something that's different than that. And there's going to be a lot of conflicts, absolutely, especially if it comes in the way of like reaching out to foreign people, right? A sense of, it's going to be strange. It's going to be foreign to them because in your 9th house is that Capricornian energy where Pluto, Venus, and Mars are conjunct. So it's it's going to be, the conflict is it's going to be strange to people. It's going to feel like, who the fuck is this? They're going to act like Taurus. What happened? Did you bump yourself on your head? Did you get amnesia? What the hell? It's almost like, are you somebody totally different? That's kind of going to be the public's reaction to you, and that's going to be the challenge. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. The challenge is what's switching things up. The challenge is what's necessary. The challenge is what's necessary so that you can prove that you're actually ready for this and you're ready to kind of create your own fate and switch stuff up, that you've learned what you need to learn. Now remember, the North Node is in Taurus as well. So ultimately, you are going to be challenging people, and people are going to be surprised by the things that you say and the actions that you take. And it is going to be ahead of the rest of everybody. So you're going to create challenges for everybody else. So they may not be too fond of you, but ultimately they will grow through you by eventually catching up to you. And that's sort of the position of whatever sign has the North Node, is that you're going to be doing things that seem rebellious, that seem out of the ordinary, because they're advancing, they're challenging, they're pushing things forward. And so 100% Taurus, you are going to be surprising the crowd. You're going to be breaking out of your public image and doing something that is important to you, that is aligned with your God sense, that is aligned with your soul purpose, that is aligned with why you were here on earth to begin with. But people are going to be shocked, and they're probably going to bust your balls about it, or act like maybe, happy birthday to Denny, you were a fake, or you were a pretender, or just get in the way with their expectations of you. But you promised me this, and you have to do this for me because I'm depending on you. And let's face it, Taurus, you make yourself dependable. You are the dependability. You are the dependability of the zodiac. And so when this interferes, when your new way of wanting to be interferes with people relying on you, they will create challenges. Their emotions will create challenges. The guilt you feel will create challenges. And they're not wanting to lose you. Well, not lose you, but like not wanting to change. They're not wanting the traditions to change, and who you are to change will eventually will pose challenges to you. And this is something that you have to embrace and accept, and I think that you have. So let's get into the cards. Taurus. How's that for an introduction? Taurus. 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 Remember, the whole reading is the reading, not just when I start to pull cards. I am an astrologer and a tarot card reader, so you get more than just cards. You get astrology and the cards. You're welcome. We have time to let go. And this is of the stuff that has really held you down or hurt your heart. It's not your fault. That's just what came to my heart to tell you. It's not your fault. You're not causing the pain. You're not causing the suffering, but it's causing you pain and suffering because you think that you are the problem. You are not the problem. It is people's expectations and people's comfort zone that are causing them the problem. And because you have become people's expectations and you have become people's comfort zone, it is their own expectations and comfort zone that are causing them the problem, but they're going to project that shit onto you. Why are they going to project that shit onto you? Because they've always been able to. Let's face it, because that has been the comfort zone. But it's time to let go of the need to feel like you have to take care of something that is not your responsibility, which is their comfort zone and their expectations, okay? And this is Scorpionic energy, which, hello, is where the South Node is. And that's what's causing the pain. That's what's causing the suffering. It could even be that you've gotten really comfortable in a situation, but you know, because God is calling you real fucking clear. Taurus, no, God's voice is not clear in anybody's ear but yours right now, okay? You got Uranus there, you got the North Node, believe me, you are so clear on this shit. But that doesn't mean it's going to be easy, right? It is breaking your heart. It's like, if you know anything about Christianity, it's like almost like Jesus before, oh my God, I was raised Catholic, so I'm using this as an example. And no, I'm not trying to push religion on you. It's just an example. It's basically, think of Jesus in the garden before people came to get him the next day, before he was betrayed. Knowing that he was going to be betrayed, but deciding to not try to save himself. Begging and praying, if you could spare me, please. But still staying put and going ahead with what he knew was his divine purpose anyway. I gotta tell you, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. It's like it's not going to be easy, right? It's not going to be easy. There's suffering involved. There's fear involved, but you 100% are committed to this. 100%. And no, it doesn't mean you're going to get crucified. But it means that this, it doesn't mean, but it means that the fear is very real, and that doesn't make you less. It doesn't make you less prepared. It doesn't make you less deserving. It's fucking natural. You know what I'm saying? And it's uncomfortable because you're getting outside of your comfort zone too. And then we have co-create with spirit. I'm telling you, you are like hands on God right now. Hands on God right now. You know what your destiny is. You know that even if this isn't the prettiest situation to face, 100% you've got to do this. I feel like there's an announcement coming. Take time out. This is like the calm before the storm, right? That time in the garden where you're like, okay, I just want to enjoy this last moment of what I recognize as my world. Because ultimately what I know I'm going to have to do is do everything to change it. And it's never going to be the same from this point on. And you are absolutely correct. So please get your rest, take your space, meditate, and do whatever you need to do to prepare so that you can get through. You're giving that to yourself. And then we have learn from the past. This is your energy. Elephants never forget. Those past, what you're going to be able to get, and Neptune is helping you out here, is visions or excuse me, memories from the past. Even if they come up through people or through, the public or through your community. Images from the past that remind you how you failed and how you fucked up by not behaving this way years ago. When you had a chance, you wimped out. And this time around, you're not. That's what's giving you your strength. This time around, you're not going to wimp out. This time around, you're going to stand your ground. This time around, you're going to do what God's calling you to do and not cave into the fear. And part of what's supporting you is the memory of this is your second chance. It really is. You actually do get a do-over here, and you're not going to pass it up or take the easy road out this time. That's not what's going to happen. We have be at peace. This is prayer. This is preparing yourself. This is balancing yourself. This is praying. It is definitely like talking to God just for the strength to be able to do this, because this is the game-changing moment, right? And then we have time for a deep dive. And you're in deep. This is love. This is eternal love, immortal love. This is big love. This is bold love. This is complete and total commitment. This is partnership, right? Knowing that you're in this for life and knowing that you're not in this alone as well. Understand, life is speeding up and things are going to happen real quickly after this. There are communications coming into you. You're about to make an announcement. You're about to talk about something, articulate something, let something be known. Or now everything is coming together for you. You're learning a lot. And because of what you're learning, your life is accelerating in this new direction. So it's going to, by the time you get to look back, you're not even going to be able to see what you left behind. That's what I'm saying. And then turn knowledge into wisdom. Bam! Pisces energy, bitches. Pisces energy! And that's what it is. It's you already know what happens when you don't decide in the right direction. And so this time you're looking back, you're remembering the past, you're learning from the past, and you're making the decision that you feel you should have made however many years ago it was for you. I can't even tell you. I know there was an 18-year cycle that's very, very profound right now for you. So it could be 18 years ago. It could be 18 years ago, the last time the North Node went around and you didn't live up to your full potential or take the chances that you were supposed to fucking take or get uncomfortable and do the new thing like you were supposed to do. This is 100% the time when you get that universal do-over, right? Now, I'm not saying that all the other planets were in the same position then. I'm just saying now it's in the position for you to make the wrong right. Because you're prepared to do it now, because you have the strength now of character and the connection and faith in God, and you feel the support. You know you're not alone. You're wrapped in that love, which is giving you the strength and courage that you need to do the decision that you know you need to do, right? You're ready now. You're prepared now. Let's get into the moon cards. Schlocky like crazy, dude. I'm sorry about that. Taurus, 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 Taurus. I guess you got your moon card. Let's go to these cards. Let's get more specifics, like 3D, like how this is impacting Taurus, or how this is coming to be, how this is happening. How is this happening for Taurus? It's through union or through some sort of partnership that you're in. Love begins. Spiritual union. Yeah, spiritual union, heartache and loss. Interesting. You were caused a lot of pain. There was some sort of heartache that came. Excuse me. I'm sorry. This is your time. I apologize. Just gotta. This is your time. So in the past, you were really disappointed. And ultimately, I feel like it taught you a bad lesson of not to take chances or not to trust your instincts when it came to people, or maybe to get involved and you're intentionally trying to do something different because your friends say you should do this different. It's not about your friends. It's about where your heart is. And ultimately, Taurus, you got to follow your fucking heart. Whatever caused your pain and suffering, it's done. It's over. You learned from it. You have 3 here. You have the Holy Trinity here. You have 3 here. And you have 3 here. 3, 3, 3. You are divinely blessed and you are divinely guided, and 100% God is wrapped around you and protecting you. 100%. And you are so in tune now, you cannot deny it. You cannot deny it, and you will make the change for it. You have love begins, and you have spiritual union. So this really does have to do with your partnership. This really is coming through your relationship with your spouse. This is coming through your relationship with whoever you're dating. This is coming through. And listen, if you are dating somebody because they fit into your society best, if you are dating somebody because they were the best choice in terms of looks and appeal, I'm telling you right now, you are legitimately fucking yourself. This person is going to be different than your friend group. That's the clash. The 9th house, foreign. Oh, they look, it's not about them looking different or them even being a foreigner, though that could be true. It's legitimately about them being foreign to your friend group. They are not part of your community. Maybe you met them traveling. That could be. Maybe you met them, maybe they traveled and they aren't from your location. They're not from where you're from. But that's what it means. They could be the same color skin as you. It don't fucking matter. What matters is they're not from the friend group that makes you feel secure. They're not from this normal place. They're not from the accepted unions and connections. They don't have the hive mind that you've associated yourself with. They are very fucking different. And that's why they're so amazing and beautiful and perfect for you. And it's got to be you that decides to be brave enough to take this chance on them instead of bowing out, bowing down, and backing down. And ultimately, God is almost making it impossible for you to do that right now. Absolutely impossible. So, how is God going to... Now, this could also be a friendship. Yes. This could also be a business partnership. This doesn't have to be impacting your romantic anything. It's got to do with the person and choice that's right for you being a clash with the society that you fit into, or the choice that's right for you, or what you're pursuing is going to surprise people. It's going to feel like it's come out of the blue. Taurus, we thought we knew you. Surprise, bitch, you didn't. You know, that's kind of what it's going to be. No, this isn't you. It is me. It is my truth. You haven't seen it because I've allowed you to rest on me. I've allowed myself to be your cornerstone. I've put myself in that position. But this is actually me being true to my heart. And that's why it seems like it's coming out of left field. But guess what, bitch? I always had a house there. That's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is. We have unfinished symphony. This is coming. This is finishing up that pattern, right? This is finishing up that pattern. An observer. You've been watching something, you've been looking at something, you've been watching something really closely. It's captivated your attention. You can't take your eyes off of it. This could be a public concern, a social concern. This could be a person, whatever it is. This is just a sense of you couldn't take your eyes off of it, right? An unfinished symphony. And that's why you can't take your eyes off of it, because you know that you still have something left undone. You still have to finish this. It doesn't fucking leave you, right? We can think we escape it and we really haven't. And Taurus, this is when you realize you really haven't. You really haven't, and now the stakes are a little bit higher because it's going to piss off your friends and where you feel comfortable. But you know what? This is when you have the strength to do it. And that's probably what has to happen anyway, because a lot of them need changes. A lot of them need to be knocked out of their fucking comfort zone. And you're the sacrificial lamb, but not really. You're the North Node. You're the one that's got to go first, right? And they're going to be pissed at you for doing things that are not easy for them. But ultimately, or even society, depending on how, big an influence you are. Ultimately, though, who gives a fuck? Not who gives a fuck, because you do care. And that's one of the complications. And it doesn't mean that you're weak. And it doesn't mean that you're not meant to do what you're supposed to do. It just means you're not a heartless fuck. Okay? And good on you for that. Because you aren't. And you are. That should really tell you that you are doing what you know is best. Even if it's not what's easiest. Let's go to tarot. Because I got so many more details to share with you. I'll see you guys. Links are below. I'll see you guys there.